Let's talk about cholesterol and 5 surprising foods you might not have realized can help you to lower it. Now, right from the start, I'm just going to say that cholesterol is a much more complex topic than what it's usually made out to be. When most of us think of cholesterol, we automatically think of LDL cholesterol being the bad type that we need to keep low. But there's a little bit more nuance. LDL actually plays an important role in the body. Yes, there have been some studies that have demonstrated a link between higher LDL levels and elevated heart disease risk. But the reality is that 75% of people who have heart attacks actually have what is considered to be normal LDL levels. In a study where medication was used to lower LDL artificially, mortality ended up being twice as high in the low LDL group compared to the higher one. And this demonstrates that LDL actually isn't the type of cholesterol we should be focusing on if we're looking to lower our disease risk and improve our health. There's actually a stronger correlation between heart disease and high triglycerides. There's a more clear connection between the two. Lowering your triglycerides to below 1.1 millimoles per liter or 150 milligrams per deciliter is optimal and is what we should be striving for. So in today's video, I'm going to be giving you 5 foods that can help you to bring your triglycerides down to within a healthy range. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Kate. I'm a certified health and nutrition coach. I post new videos twice a week here on YouTube talking all things insulin resistance, weight loss, sleep, and more. So if you're ready to take control of your metabolic health, make sure to click that subscribe button. And you can also find me on TikTok and Instagram where I share new posts every single day. Now, before I get into the foods, I just want to make one quick note, and that's about dietary cholesterol. Because dietary cholesterol isn't actually bad for our blood cholesterol. And it's not bad for our overall health. If you want to lower your triglycerides, you should not be focusing on reducing cholesterol, which is found in meat, eggs, and dairy. Dietary cholesterol has very little impact on our blood cholesterol because our bodies make most of the cholesterol they need internally. If you eat less cholesterol, your body makes more. And if you eat more cholesterol, your body makes less. Any doctor, dietitian, or healthcare professional who recommends you lower cholesterol in your diet is not speaking in line with the current literature. Even the US dietary guidelines dropped cholesterol as a nutrient of concern in 2015, removing the recommended upper limit. Anyways, I just wanted to mention that because I know I'll get some questions about dietary cholesterol in the comment section. But now let's get into the 5 foods. Number 1, garlic. Garlic is known to have antioxidant and anti-hyperlipidemic properties, which basically means it can lower cholesterol levels, specifically triglycerides. Just adding 1 clove of garlic into your diet daily is enough to reap the benefits. And you can start to see this reduction in triglycerides in as little as 4 weeks. Number 4, wild-caught salmon. Wild-caught salmon is one of the best sources of omega-3 fatty acids in their most bioavailable form, DHA and EPA. And omega-3s are well known to be extremely beneficial at lowering triglycerides. Some studies show that just 4 grams a day can lower your triglyceride levels by up to 30%. Omega-3 fatty acids are anti-inflammatory, meaning they reduce inflammation in the body. And it's really important to note that we only see these benefits when we consume omega-3s from animal and seafood sources. The type of omega-3 found in nuts and seeds just doesn't cut it. This is because the type of omega-3 found in seafood is different than the type found in nuts and other plants. The form in seafood is already in the final form the body needs, DHA and EPA, whereas the form in nuts needs to be converted by the body, and our bodies don't convert it very well. Now, if you live in Australia like I do, wild-caught salmon can be really hard to find. Unfortunately, all the salmon that's raised domestically is farmed and high in industrial chemicals, including PCBs, which are not good for our body. The reason the farmed salmon are higher in these compounds is due to the environment they're raised in. It is well known that these fish farms are unsanitary and overcapacitated. Wild salmon, on the other hand, is naturally very low in PCBs. Now, I love salmon, not just because of the nutritional value, but also because of the taste. So I am very thankful that Butcher Crowd makes it easy to access. They carry 100% wild Canadian and Alaskan salmon with no antibiotics or preservatives. Now, if you aren't familiar with 𝘾𝙄𝙗, they're a meat delivery service that brings top quality produce to your door Australia-wide. They offer 100% grass-fed and finished beef and lamb, pasture-raised chicken and pork, and of course 100% wild-caught seafood, as we just mentioned. You can choose from one of their preset boxes or build your own. And with the ability to adjust, pause, or cancel your subscription at any time, there really is no reason to not give them a try. You can head to healthcoachkate.com/butchercrowd. I'll also put that link in the description box down below, and use code KATE15 to save 15% off your first box. And if you don't choose a box that already has wild-caught salmon in it, make sure to add it. Thank you to 𝘾𝙗𝙗 for sponsoring this video. Number 3, avocados. Avocados are an amazing food for many reasons, but one of which is that they help to lower triglycerides. Technically a fruit, avocados are rich in monounsaturated fat and fiber. And both of these components can help to lower blood sugar, which actually has a connection to triglyceride levels. If you have a lot of fluctuations in your blood sugar levels throughout the day, you are more likely to have high triglycerides. So anything you can do to help keep your blood sugar more balanced is going to help to lower your triglycerides. And avocados are a great food that you can add to just about any meal to do just that. By adding fat and fiber, digestion is slowed down, and this makes the blood sugar response to that meal less significant. So I know avocados are praised for various reasons, but helping to lower triglycerides is another one you can add to the list. Number 2, coconut oil. Coconut oil is rich in a type of fat known as MCTs. MCT stands for medium chain triglycerides, and this type of fat is different from the majority of the fat that we consume through our diets. Typically, the type of fat we consume is digested slowly, but medium chain triglycerides actually skip digestion, and they're processed directly by the liver. Coconut oil is one of the best sources of MCTs, but this type of fat is also found in butter and cheese. But you can also buy MCT oil, which has isolated the MCTs and is more potent. When compared to olive oil, MCT oil has actually been shown to lower triglycerides more significantly. And this might sound counterintuitive. To lower your triglycerides, you consume a type of triglyceride. But we need to remember that once again, the body is very complex. In the same way that consuming dietary cholesterol doesn't raise our blood cholesterol levels, consuming dietary triglycerides doesn't increase our blood triglycerides. And finally, number 1 is nothing. Okay, this one might have thrown you off a bit, but hear me out. Not eating anything for periods of time, aka fasting, is one of the quickest ways to lower triglycerides. Intermittent fasting has become extremely popular in recent years, mostly for weight loss, but the positive impact that it has on our cholesterol levels is another benefit. Intermittent fasting means you spend a portion of each day not eating, with one of the most popular variations being 16-8. This is when you fast for 16 hours a day and eat all of your food within an 8-hour window. So for example, if you finish your dinner at 6 p.m., you do not eat your next meal until the next day at 10 a.m. And this means you're fasting for 16 hours. But how does this relate to triglyceride levels? Well, having high triglyceride levels is highly associated with insulin resistance, which is when the cells in our body are not responding to insulin correctly. Signs you are insulin resistant include difficulty losing weight, excess abdominal fat, skin tags, and high triglycerides. Insulin resistance directly contributes to high triglyceride levels. And one of the best ways to improve insulin resistance is through fasting. I have a bunch of videos on my channel on how to improve your insulin sensitivity if you want to know more. And those are 5 surprising foods you can eat to lower your triglyceride levels. Let me know in the comment section down below if you eat any of these foods regularly. Are you going to start adding them into your diet a little bit more now? And also let me know when the last time you had your triglycerides tested. And before you head off, don't forget to check out 𝘾𝙗𝙗 if you're in Australia. I'll put the link down below along with that code to save 15%. If you did enjoy this video, you might also enjoy my video where I debunk 4 myths about cholesterol. You can check it out here. If you want to catch up on my most recent upload, you can find it here. And if you want to check out my coaching programs, including my 7-day insulin resistance masterclass, you can find those here. Thanks guys, I'll see you next time. Bye.